Do you think the Olympics and the fact that you're an Olympic finalist, like, to what extent do you think that defines you?
Honestly, in a strange way, I don't feel like an Olympian, you know? A lot of people are like, oh, that's so cool that you went, or, you know, I remember looking up to all my childhood inspirations, and one of them being at my club in Guildford and being like, oh my God, he went to the Olympics, and I don't see myself as that, and that's really strange to me, you know? I got the tattoo and things like that, and I'm like, was that it? Did I go? Like, I've always been reaching for the next step, so I'm like in competition, so I'm now like, no, that cannot be the last step, you know? Like, and I know it's not, but part of me doesn't really believe that, and I don't know if I ever will, which sounds really weird.
So in a way, the way I feel you're saying it is like, you don't believe that you did it because you still feel like there's a higher point in the mountain. You still feel like there's more to reach for. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I guess part of that is that's the mentality I've always had, you know. When you go to counties, you're then like, no, but there's a regional level, I want to get there, and then there's a national level, and you keep going, and I guess the Olympics is the final destination for us type of athletes, and I'm kind of like, did I go? Like, did that actually happen? Because I've dreamt of it for so long, and it was so different to what I expected with the lack of crowd and things like that, but it was also such a dream come true that I'm like, maybe I'll wake up and I didn't actually go, you know? And I'm in swimming, and I obviously do have that expertise now, but at the same point, I'm just as kind of intimidated by other people, or I stand behind the blocks and I don't feel any different, you know? Sometimes in my head, I'm like, no, come on, like, you can do this. You went to the Olympics, Alicia, but in my head, it still doesn't carry that much weight, which is crazy because it's been the pinnacle of my sport for so long.
Yeah, that is crazy, like, to try and understand, but I feel like it goes back to what I mentioned the last time we spoke with the done next mentality, and I'll talk about that more towards the end, but yeah, there's like great stories from Tim Grover, like talking about athletes like Kobe and Michael Jordan, and it's like, at that point, you're not going to get much better after a season, but it's shaving off that 1% and 1%, and for you, it's probably like, well, now I want to do it with a crowd. Now I want to place higher. Now I want to maintain the same time throughout all three races and things like that. And it's so special because you're already there. You're already top 10 and you're still trying to shave something off, which is, it's awesome. It's awesome. And